Hey everybody, welcome back to another Mike's Militaria new product / back in stock update. I'm Mike B, of course, and today I'm just going to be going over some things that are back in stock or new to my store. So first and foremost, we've got what I'm wearing. The Austrian M75 field shirts are back in stock, and in order to get a good deal on them and pass it on to you, I ordered a bunch of them, so now I'm selling them in a 2-pack. So you get 2 shirts for a really good price. They're really tough, they're comfortable as hell. The sizing I've got figured out, so you shouldn't have an issue with that. I love these things, they're very popular. They sold out pretty quick last time, and I got a lot of requests to get them again, so I did that. So that's what I'm wearing as far as the shirt. The helmets, the Austrian helmets, the M75 helmets are back in stock. We've got nice M75 liners. This is an average condition one. This is just randomly pulled from stock. And they're all in pretty good shape. Most of them, I think all of them actually this time have the leather chin straps. Liners are complete, so grab those too. Those tend to sell pretty quick. We're gonna go over a few things. I'm just gonna do what's on the little desk here, and then we'll move on. So first of all, another thing you guys have been asking for. You guys have been asking for a lot of stuff, which I appreciate because it lets me know what you guys want. And a lot of this stuff is already sold. I just listed it a couple days ago and was pretty surprised at how fast it's moving. These German Bundeswehr Flecktarn field caps, right? These are really cool hats. I actually have a few myself that I've kept over the years. Can only have so many hats though. I'm selling these in 2-packs as well. This is average condition. Some are a lot more faded. Some are better than others. I took the really crappy ones that are really used and sorted them out to the side, and I'll be selling those in grade 2 boxes and all that stuff in the future. But yeah, the 2-packs are on there. Got a lot of really good sizes. These are really popular, and I actually have one of these in my vehicle at all times. It is the Angolan, from Africa, Angola, ponchos, right? So these things are made of like a heavy-duty, what feels like nylon or polyester, but it's really thick. They're about twice as thick as a U.S. poncho. Nice woodland camo, nice little carry bag, very strong. I have had 0 complaints, nothing but praise. So a lot of these in the retail location, and people have come back in and said, wow, that thing was amazing. We took it out on the boat, got caught in the storm. So these things are fantastic. They're worth every penny. They're better than the U.S. ponchos and any military surplus poncho I've ever seen or used in my life. So these are on the site. Don't expect these to last long either. All right, helmets. We'll just get to helmets since I already talked about the Austrian one. These are back in stock. I've had these since I started the business 5 years ago, okay? Hungarian M70 helmets. These are great sellers. Excellent, nice, cheap way to get into helmet collecting. They're a pretty sweet helmet. Obviously, you can look at my videos, but they're based off of the Soviet SSH-40 design, and they have that nice glossy infrared paint on there and a super comfortable liner. So these are on there, mostly size medium, which will fit about 80% of you, and got quite a few size larges as well. So these are back in stock. Nice, great collector's piece. And then these, too, I've been sold out of these for a while, British Mark 6 ballistic nylon helmets. So most of these I got are size medium, but again, that'll fit about 80% of you, between sizes about like 7 and 7 3/8. These are fantastic pieces of history. The British used these from 1984 to like 2014, and then in reserve units thereafter. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to get these because they haven't used them in so long, and they're 2 helmets ahead of this one right now. So get yours while you can. They're actually really hard to find in the U.S., especially at the price that I'm offering these at. So don't pass these up. Grab one of these. I'll get the covers up on the site eventually too. I only have a few of them, but nevertheless, I'll have them up in the future. So British Mark 6 helmets. And then these, again, backed by extremely popular demand, and most of these have already sold already. Polish WZ2000 Kevlar helmets. Now, if you haven't seen it already, I did a ballistic test on one of these a couple years ago, and these performed just as well as a U.S. Pasget helmet, stopping pistol rounds, and even stopped to 7.62 by 25 Tokarev, which is insane for a helmet. So I would actually sell these if you're looking for a bug out bag or whatever. I would feel confident selling you this for that purpose. I would actually feel comfortable wearing this, in a bug out situation myself. So these are amazing. They're pretty affordable for what they are, and they're super collectible. I'm the only retailer in the U.S. that offers these. So go ahead and get yourself one of these before they all sell out. Size 2 is available. Size 1 and size 3 are already sold out at the time of me making this video. Wasn't expecting them to move that fast, so I apologize. But again, size 2 is going to fit about 80% of you guys. Great helmets, comfortable liner, really collectible. All right, moving on. You got these Yugoslavian M59 binoculars for the Panzerfaust 57 anti-tank weapon, right? You can see on the listing on here, I found a picture of some Yugoslavian soldiers in the 70s or 80s using these on a Panzerfaust 57. Pretty cool sight. What's the best thing about these is it's a cheap, really effective rangefinder, right? If you look at the video that I did on this as well a while back, you can see what the rangefinder looks like. Pretty accurate, really easy to use. It's in meters, but you can learn the conversion. It's not that far off from yards, except for when you're way out there. Really cool little rangefinder, and it's a 3.5 power, or it's 3.8 or something, magnification. Most of the optics on the ones that I've inspected from this batch are pretty clear as usual, so you can buy these with confidence, and they come with this sexy leather case. These are really hard, they're very durable. You can even just use the case for everyday stuff, or if you're out hiking and take the binocular out if you don't want to bring it with you. These are great, they always sell well. I sold a bunch of these last time I had them, and now I've got them again. So take advantage of these while they're here. All right, we'll move on to some clothing really quick. So I've had a bunch of people ask me for these too, and I finally got them. I got British DPM, I think they're the pattern 95 pants. They're woodland camo DPM, which is a really cool pattern that they phased out a few years ago. So again, not gonna be around forever. Very comfortable, got lots of pockets. They look cool. It's actually a more effective pattern than the US M81 Woodland in my opinion, not a fact. So go ahead and grab yourself a pair of these. They're on the site as well. All these things are on the site, but I guess I'll just keep saying it. Now, as well as having the Austrian M75 field shirts. Thanks, Mr. Motorcycle Jackass. All right, so besides having the shirts, I finally broke down and got the matching pants, right? The field pants. These are made of the same like viscose polyester material that's super strong, lightweight, and durable. These have cargo pockets on them, big pockets on the sides, on the hips, and then they don't have any rear pockets. That's a pretty European thing. Some of them have weird zippers on the bottoms and stuff. There's a few different styles that came with these, but they're all the current issue from about 1975 till today pants. These are the heavier material. They're not ripstop, but got these if you want to get the matching pants to the Austrian shirts. These are something that everybody loves, and I've already sold a bunch of these, but there's still plenty of it left. Swedish M90 camouflage. So these uniforms are pretty cool. What happened was Sweden made a bunch of these. They contracted and had a bunch of these made in the 90s and early 2000s for the KFOR operation down in the Balkans. For those of you that don't know, we're still doing a peacekeeping thing as UN or NATO or whatever. So what happened was they made a lighter weight. These are pretty heavy duty, but they made a lighter weight uniform for that. And then when they didn't issue as many as they thought, they decided to surplus them out. They removed the patches off of the jackets. You can actually still see, yep, right there, the Swedish flag was there, and then the Swedish Army patch was there. So they removed those, they removed the tags, because apparently Scandinavian countries are really finicky about civilians getting stuff with military tags on it. So they removed the tags and put these civilian tags on them. They're military issue, they're military surplus. This is confirmed by a bunch of Swedish soldiers and camouflage experts, because I was kind of weary myself, but I'm like, yeah, you can see where the patches were. So they are authentic issue, and you're not going to find Swedish M90 anywhere else in the United States for sale. Real stuff, rather. So these are going fast, really durable, heavy duty, awesome uniform, cool camouflage pattern. You want to be the ultimate hipster in your neighborhood, this is what you're going to want to get. And then these puppies, the Czechoslovakian M1992 camouflage work uniform or whatever. So these were originally made for, like mechanics and stuff, people who worked on greasy stuff because it hides oil stains and whatever else. But it's kind of a neat little camouflage pattern, right? You got the brown and the olive drab. And what's cool about this batch is they were advertised as like new, and a lot of these appear to be unissued. So the most you're gonna get some storage wear and some slight use, but most of them actually look like this. They're really in good shape. So I've got small, medium, and a couple larges left. These sell really quickly too, as they're really cool looking and they fit really well. They fit kind of like a bomber jacket. So you got the elastic at the bottom, and they just look really fantastic. So got that. Now we're gonna go to this. So this is an item that I haven't had in a long time because my supplier has been sold out of them for a long time. And they had a few, so I grabbed up everything they had. By a few, I mean like around less than 20. These Swedish M3958 wool tunics. So these were used from World War II on through about the 1960s, specifically by the Navy. They loved them, and the Army still used them as well in like winter conditions and stuff. These are probably some of the best old world surplus I can get, and there's a reason why. These things are patterned highly after the World War I German M15 Feldbluse, but it's got some improvements. So you got 2 pockets back here for your buddies to grab ammo and stuff, or for you to just carry extra things. None of these have the top pockets, so they just have the bottom pockets. Really comfortable, nice weight wool. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, it's really durable. Wool is some of the best material you can wear anywhere. So anyway, so these are really hard to get, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get any more. Hopefully I do, because I love selling these, and I'm still looking for one in fat guy size for myself. So it's another incentive I have to buy them. But anyway, these are not gonna last long either, so we might as well jump on it. If I got your size, go for it. One little note I'd like to make, these do have the gusseted armpits, right, for ventilation and to expand them. I don't know why European wool tunics are cut pretty tight in the shoulders. I don't understand that. Most of them are like these Romanian tunics that I also have up on the site that are extremely cool. These are also pretty tight in the shoulders. They look great. You can't really go wrong with wool. So what I've done is I've actually accounted for the sizes to give you about an extra inch and a half in your chest. So the bottom might be a little bit baggy, but the shoulders will be snug, but they're not going to be like super tight where you can't move. If they are, you can wet it down and stretch it out a bit. That's the cool thing about wool. Anyway, I've talked long enough about this. These are really cool. I'm glad to have them again. I really hope I can get more in the future, especially for this winter. Now we'll get on to some gear. So you guys have been asking about these too, because it seems that when I get these, they sit for a while, and then within about a week, all of them are gone, because people are like, holy shit, he's actually got them. And yeah, they're the British P1958 webbing sets. So after World War II, they kind of improved the P37 webbing system. And in this, you get the big rucksack that goes on there. You get 2 ammo pouches, right? They're the P37 style, but they're still tall, and then they use it for the L1A1 and other weapons. You got the little butt pack right here. Another ammo pouch for the other side. And then suspenders. The belt, nice canvas belt. They're adjustable up until about a 36, 38 inch waist. I wouldn't buy it if your waist is much bigger than that. Like, I found a couple that fit me, but you might be rolling the dice a little bit. Yeah, so we'll say 36, 38, possibly 40 if you just squeeze into it. And then this is just, this is like a water bottle pouch, or is that not the water bottle pouch? No, it is. And then here's like the bedroll carrier and stuff that hooks up, so you can carry a bedroll and whatever. So that's what comes in the P1958 webbing set. These are really hard to find in the US, and they're actually a pretty good kit if you really want to get down to it. They're highly desirable, they're collectible, and they're actually really practical for if you're going out on a hike or doing, airsoft or whatever, hunting even. You can carry a lot of stuff in here for really not a lot of weight, and it's really heavy duty canvas. Love that smell. Ah, good stuff. But anyway, we'll get that out of the way a little bit. And the final 2 things are things that, man, I've sold a lot of these, and I personally stand behind them. I've kept one for myself of each of these. These Italian Alpine mountain rucksacks, right? These things are freaking huge, right? They're made of a heavy-duty canvas. They got leather straps right here. Nice complimentary spider, ick. And a lot of these are gonna have names on them and stuff, which is pretty cool. They're all in really good shape, and yeah, I tried to stuff one of these full of things for the display at my store when I had it, and it took me an ungodly amount of stuff to fill this all the way up. It's like a large Alice pack, but it seems to stretch a little bit more because it's canvas. Plus you got the 2 pouches on the outside, and then you've got these things on the side that you can put like a bedroll or extra clothing or something, and they just kind of fold up for quick access. Really great rucksacks, and the best part, they're really affordable. A lot of people would say this looks like a Duluth pack rucksack, which is, I mean, if you really want to get technical, every canvas big rucksack looks like that. That's what a lot of people said, and then people bought it, and they said they actually used it, and it performed extremely well. They're very strong. So again, these Italian Alpine mountain rucksacks are amazing. You should definitely get one if you're into hiking. It's a great bug out bag too, if you're into that stuff. Fantastic, really heavy duty and well made. The final thing that you guys have been bothering me for, I don't know how many emails I've gotten about these since they sold out. These German Flecktarn, I think they're 110 liter or 120 liter rucksacks. These are also really big. These have a lot of space. They're the tubular design to go down the small of your back, so it's more balanced, and they're actually really nice. I've used mine walking around, and it's a lot better than the Molly 3 rucksack. So these look like, this is just one pulled from random stock. It's in really good condition. Excuse me. Yeah, some of them are more faded and stuff, and you might find a broken buckle, but you can actually find the buckles online for really cheap to replace them. So I try to inspect everything to make sure you don't get broken stuff, but just be aware that that may happen. Other than that, these things are great. You got the nice rain cover here. They're, let's see, this one is dated, it doesn't have a date on it. Anyway, so it's got this nice vinyl lining in it, right? So it's water resistant to the max, plus it's a nice nylon heavy duty outside. A lot of space in here. You got 2 pouches, one on either side, and these are, you've got the bottom access too, so you can store whatever you need to get quickly, like sleeping gear down here, and whatever you need to just have in storage here. These are really cool. The straps are really comfortable. They're padded. They're not too thick and they're not too thin, which is a good thing to have on a rucksack. So then you can put your little name right there too. Get an OD or a Flecktarn name tape. So people have been asking about these forever, and I got them again. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to get these because of Germany not being able to, or not just simply choosing not to surplus their equipment out anymore, but they destroy it. So when these are gone from my supplier, I doubt I'll be able to get them again. So if you want one, now's the time to get it. Final thing, little bonus feature just for you guys. You guys are the first to know about this. You've been sitting here wondering, when's he going to talk about this, right? Well, if you didn't, I don't care. I'm still going to talk about it. So what I'm going to be doing, these aren't up on the site yet because I got to assemble a bunch of them and do a count, a final count and everything, and make sure I have magazines that are not totally rusted out and whatever and still totally usable. I'm going to be putting together the basic German Bundeswehr Rifleman setup from the early 1960s all the way up until the 1990s, late 1990s. And I do have the older style rubberized canvas pouches, but I just chose to put these on for display. I can only wear one at a time, so there we go. And what's cool about these is it'll come with a belt that's adjustable up to about a 40-inch waist, 38 to 40-inch waist. You can always go smaller, so it doesn't matter what size you order really, but you can always adjust down, but they go up to about that. It'll come with the actual suspenders, which are very kind of hard to find, that hook onto the pouches like this. And you also get the 2 pouches, and the best part about this, in the states where it's legal, you get 4 H&K G3 magazines, the genuine surplus ones. These aren't like thermal or anything. These are Portuguese, but I'm not going to hand sort the markings and all that stuff. They're either from Portugal, Norway, the weird manufacturer that I don't know, Rheinmetall or H&K. I'm just going to keep it random, but they do function. They are great, and you're going to get 4 of them, so you've got basically half your Bundeswehr setup or a great 3-gun setup. And these will work with FAL mags, M1A mags. What else do we got? FAL G3. I guess SCAR mags. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with them. Anyway, so these will work with multiple platform magazines, and I'm going to be selling the entire setup like this that you see. The back comes down to a Y. Pretty cool stuff. Not much has changed in the basic design. But yeah, so you guys are the first ones to see this. I'll have them up on the site hopefully within the next few days, a week at the most. So watch for these. They'll be in the $50 to $60 range with the 4 mags. And I'm going to figure out something for you guys in the states that are behind enemy lines, we'll say, as far as magazine restrictions. I'll probably just have another listing that lists them without the magazines. And you can just get the pouches. I'll let you choose between the earlier canvas pouches or these, but the belts and the suspenders will be the same, and the G3 pouches, or the magazines, will be the same. Okay, got through that. Hopefully this video isn't running too long. I know it is. I like to talk, but I was trying to keep it short. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll put the link to my store because I've got too many items to put in the description. It's going to get way too long. I'll put the link to my store in the description. Go there, check it out. Get yourself some really cool surplus stuff. Again, surplus is one of those things where I'm not always going to be able to get it. So if you want something, you're going to have to jump on it, because a lot of the things that I have had in the past are gone, done, will not be around again. Jungle fatigues, 3rd pattern jungle fatigues. Sorry, you know, that was one thing that I'm probably never going to be able to get it again. I will if I can, but it's one of those things. So, want to get any of this stuff, use it, beat the hell out of it, and make sure you don't miss out, because this stuff's amazing and I enjoy using it and talking about it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you on the next video.